Welcome back, everybody. We're here with Stephanie Schlack. She's from Serenity Home Organization. I'm sure I pronounced her name incorrectly 100 times. I've been practicing. She's here with Danielle, Ray, and Sandra from the... Where are we from? Indy?
We're from Indy Realty. Yeah.
Ooh. Almost, yeah. Well, anyway, I've been messing up because I was trying to practice her name, and I've been getting it wrong for the last 3 minutes, so... Let's start off. How you doing, Stephanie?
I'm good.
I don't have to say your last name again, right?
Nope.
Okay, good.
One time is great.
We'll just go. Tell us a little about what you do.
Sure.
And also, she's a professional organizer. I forgot to mention that. So go ahead and tell us about what you do.
Yes, I'm owner of Serenity Home Organization, and we focus on home and office organization and decluttering, also unpacking, so helping people who have just moved into a home or people who moved a while ago but never finished unpacking. And then we also do market ready services, which is working with people who are getting ready to sell their home. So either working with a client or working with the real estate agent to go in and get the home all beautiful looking. So take all the clutter, put it in bins, get it out of sight so that the home looks clean and beautiful for pictures and for people coming through to look at the home.
That is so important too in our industry. It is just to make sure that people can see your house, because it's very distracting for them to see all your stuff. So we appreciate what you do.
Yes, you're welcome. I remember when I was looking for a home and you're scrolling through Zillow or Realtor.com, whatever it is, and the homes that I would come to where there was stuff everywhere, it's just an immediate pass over because you can't see the space. And when I would come across the homes where everything just looked beautiful and organized, it was very attractive. So that was a service that I really wanted to offer people as a way to help them showcase their home and sell their home faster.
Where do you get this passion to do this organizational skills?
I feel like it's how I'm wired. It's one of the ways that I'm wired. I absolutely love organizing. I can think back to when I was a little girl and I loved my stuffed animals. And each morning when I'd make my bed, I'd line them up from tallest to shortest. And my bed was up against a wall. So I would take the animals then and I would line them up from that order every day. So my bed always looked that way. I mean, even to now, I was recently at a family gathering at my aunt's house and helping clean up after dinner. And I was looking through all of her cabinets and drawers for her Tupperware lid drawer. And I finally found it. And it was a complete disaster. And I couldn't find the size that I wanted. So I took everything out and reorganized everything by size and put it back in. And she later texted, who organized my Tupperware drawer? And said that was me. I just love doing it, turning a space that is disordered and chaotic into something that has order and beauty. I just love doing that.
We're talking with Stephanie from Serenity Home Organization. The thing I want to talk about is about decluttering. You wanted to mention decluttering and why that's important to understand decluttering and why you want to bring that up.
Sure. Decluttering is really the most important piece of home organization. Everyone sees the shows or you see the beautiful pantries or closets on Pinterest, but what they don't show you is how much decluttering work it took to get to that beautiful space. So it really is key. So decluttering is when a person wants to go through a room or a closet or a drawer and just start sorting through their items and figuring out, I still use these items and I want to keep these, but these items I don't use anymore. So then we'll decide, do you want to donate them? Do you want to purge them? That way, with the items that are left, now you're ready to organize and put them in storage bins or on shelf and give yourself and your home that look of organization.
Stephanie, when we talked to you before, you said something about the fact is that it's not you. They have to make all those decisions. You're just trying to help them go through the process. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Right, sure. So partner with the homeowner or the office person and say, I will come up with a whole plan for you. We're going to come in, we'll do a consult in your space. You show me the rooms that you're working with, and then I'll develop a whole proposal for you of how we're going to declutter and organize. But when I come in, that decluttering piece is really important that you're there with me because I can't decide for the person what to get rid of. It's important that they're there. So they help with me as we declutter. But then once the decluttering is done, then I can take over and we can start organizing things in containers and put it on shelves, put it in closets.
Okay.
That process has to be equally important to the organization portion of what you do.
Very much so. And that's the part that's freeing for people. Over and over again, I hear from clients that they feel stressed by all the stuff that they have. Their home feels stressful to them. And so going through the decluttering, you can take away all of the stuff that they're not using anymore. And when that process is finished, they just say, it looks so good. Like it looks so clean and I don't feel stressed anymore. And I love having people feel that feeling.
Don't you think that that is reflected on what's going on in your mind as well?
Yeah. Yeah, very much so. I mean, you can liken it to when you have a whole big work job to do and there's so many things going on in your mind that you just feel stressed and you feel overwhelmed. But when you're able to start tackling the items on your to-do list, your mind starts to feel better because you're removing things and you're accomplishing things. So yes, it is very similar to clearing out your home.
And if you think about, just going into your home and walking through and, okay, this is what I use and this is what I don't, the process sounds kind of simple, right? So the actual, having someone come alongside and make sure you do it instead of, oh, I'm going to do this, what are some of the other benefits to working with someone else coming into your home and helping you through that process?
Yeah, I think it's part of what you said, Danielle, where clients will say to me, I don't know where to start. My mom never taught me decluttering or organization skills. Her answer was just buy more containers for everything. And they'll say, I don't want to keep doing that, but I don't know where to start. And so bringing in a third party, we can help get them unstuck and do that big declutter, the big organization job. And then while we're going through the process, I teach them a process that they can then implement and feel successful on their own and empowered to keep decluttering and keeping their house organized. So yeah, that's definitely one of the perks of partnering with somebody, is helping them get unstuck.
I think that is one of those things. It's like climbing a tree. The thought of, okay, go climb a tree. Well, it sounds simple. Okay, I put my hand here, I put my hand there.
Right.
It sounds easy. You feel like you can do it. But the actual doing it requires a lot more skill, a lot more practice, a lot more understanding. And so being able to provide that and teach those steps and teach that process, I mean, that sounds very empowering as you're talking about it.
Yeah, I think so. Because we all have things that we don't know how to do that aren't within our wiring. And so it takes somebody coming alongside you who is wired that way to help you. Honestly, the bigger the mess, the more excited I get. I was talking it's true. I was talking with a client on Monday and she said, it's just a mess. Like, I absolutely do not know where to start. And I said, it sounds like music to my ears. And I will be so excited to jump in on this project to help you get unstuck.
Stephanie, how do we get a hold of you?
My phone number is 520-370-8029, or you can email me at info@serenityhomeorg.com.
We'll be right back. We'll go into the break. We'll be right back with Stephanie, talk a little bit more about Serenity Home Organization.